today I want to share a quick story on a little manifesting thing that happened, that occurred, and it's honestly very stupid, very like simple. It's not like a big thing, but I think it was kind of funny, and yeah, I just wanted to share, I guess. And also, like, real quick, like, first of all, like, welcome to another episode of Numerezco. I'm really, really excited, and I'm really excited right now because I believe in angel numbers, right? And there's this course/workshop that I took where the numbers for like this year was like 3, 8, 4, 6. Like, it could be like in a mix of numbers, but usually it's those. It's those numbers. It could vary, and like it could be like 3, 6, 8, 4, 4, 8, 6, 3. And literally right now, right in front of me, and I'll put a picture on the license plate, but the numbers are literally 3, 8, 4, 6. And it's so interesting because right now I'm gonna put in like in a mental state or mental place where like I'm not like in the best state. Like, I feel like I'm going in a funk. I'm trying really hard to like just feel the feelings, and then also like just be okay and not go on a downward spiral. So just like seeing this number like really made my day today, because I was just seeing the 444, but it's 384446. So it has the 4 numbers of the year's number, plus it has an angel number like 444. So I thought that was very interesting. I was like, what the heck? And yeah, so that was really exciting. But that was a really side note and like a tiny story. But yesterday, actually before I officially start the episode, if you haven't already, please subscribe, comment, like, share, all of that every time you watch. Well, subscribe, like, it's a one-time thing, but you can always comment, like, share every time you watch an episode, because that supports the podcast, and it lets me know that you guys are interested in this. Like, let me know if you want similar topics, you don't want this, like, do I need to, like, let me know I need to improve my communication so I could actually improve my communication and, like, work on it. And if you're watching this listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can also follow there, and then on Spotify you can also comment there. So with that being said, thank you so much for everybody who does listen and listens like throughout the whole episode. I'm really, really grateful for that, and I appreciate it so much. And yeah, so back to like my manifesting story. I've mentioned this before, that I work at a venue where I pretty much just sell like alcoholic beers. I just open cans. That's literally all I do. And that's like one of my part-time jobs. And in those venues, they usually, at least this year, they sent us to another venue, like, because they needed help. Like, they were, I guess, understaffed, or they needed just more people than they usually have. And so we had gone. I think I've talked about it before. But then they asked us again for this Sunday, and we were like, okay, like, they told us it was a sold out game, so we're like, okay, we should make some money. Like, it's not like a lot, because the tips, like, percentages is like very different from like our venue. It's definitely less. But if it's a sold out show where it's a venue of like 40,000 people, you should expect like maybe like $100 on just tips. So my friend and I were like, okay, yeah, let's go. Like, but we were also kind of like hesitant in the sense that it's gonna be cold, and it's a long. At least I was planning on taking the train, but thankfully another friend of ours gave us a ride. So grateful for her. And yeah, so really going because I can't even see the time, but like to not make the story like super long, because I tend to do that. So pretty much we were at the place, they put us at our stand, and literally for, I don't even know what time they opened doors. I want to say like 12, maybe a bit earlier. I don't even know what time the game started, but let's say it was from like 12 to 3, 12 to 2, maybe like 11 to 2 or something like that. Maybe 12 to 2 makes more sense. And I had 0 customers. My friend got 1, and I didn't even notice when like they came up. But I got 0 customers. So during those 2 hours, I made $0. Like nobody wanted beer. I kept seeing people like either with their milkshakes or with like a hot beverage, and I was like, no, you guys gotta drink. And we were like, but I mean, we were still getting paid hourly, so in that sense, it was like fine. Like at least we were getting paid. It wasn't like we were getting paid like a little bit, and then because of tips, like no. So it was still like minimum wage. So that was like fine. And honestly, we had like a bunch of fun. Like we were just like talking and laughing and like making jokes, and so I had a great time like doing nothing. And so a little like back or context story, I guess, for this manifestation thing is that in the previous games that we've worked at this venue, they have a Shake Shack, right? And they have this big Shake Shack, and every time we would go there, I was like, I want a burger and I want a milkshake. I want a burger and I want a milkshake. I want a burger and But I did not want to buy it because it wasn't like I want it and I need it. It was more like I want it, but if I don't get it, it's like whatever. So every time we would go there, I would always want like the burger and the milkshake, the burger. And I've never ate at Shake Shack except like this one time, but it was literally like probably like 6 years ago. So it wasn't like I always ate Shake Shack or I knew like how to actually, because I don't even remember like the first time I ate it. So I was like I just kept saying like throughout like the day, throughout like those hours, like I want a Shake Shack, I want a burger and I want a milkshake, because I would like see people. Oh, and then so wait, did I finish the context? So yeah, that was pretty much like context. Like I've been wanting Shake Shack for the longest time. I think like a whole month, where it's like, man, I really want Shake Shack. And so going back into like present now, or like present that day, we in the stand that they put us, I was literally right across from Shake Shack. So I was like, why would they do this to me? Like, that's not fair. And I would just like see people like eat their burgers or get their milkshake. I'm like, damn, I really want a burger and I want that milkshake. So like I said before, I got 0 customers. So I don't remember like what time it was, because we weren't even checking time, to be honest. Like again, we were just talking, having fun. And at some point, like one of the supervisors comments like told us to like shut down. So I was like, but we were like, we still have to, like our friend that gave us a ride is still working here, so we have to wait for her. But my idea, to be honest, I was just thinking of going to like a cafeteria and just like hiding as much as possible and then clock out. But because we told them like we still had like our friend, we still had to wait for our friend. They were like, oh, you could go to Shake Shack because we also like part of the company. They wanted agency people to like leave first. So when we mentioned that we still have to wait for our friend, and obviously they don't want us to just be at the place and not do anything. So they were like, just go to Shake Shack so that so agency people could leave first, and then like, you guys could stay. So this were like, for a moment I completely forgot about like me wanting Shake Shack and milkshakes, because I was like, I've never worked at like in the food industry. I've never ate at Shake Shack where like I remember what they sell, and I just wanted to like sit. I just wanted to wait. And so I completely like forgot about getting a free burger and a free milkshake, but mostly because I was like scared of like being cashier and having to deal with people with orders, because even though I work at Cheesecake Factory, I was never cashier, because I never wanted to like deal with people and like either getting their orders wrong, having to like adjust certain things. So I'm like, why I don't want to. and right when we went inside, like we asked for the supervisor, and then like they brought us there, And then she told my friend like go to the register too, and then I had to like wait for a bit, and then like, oh, you could just be here. And they did not tell us anything on how the system works. Again, I don't know what Shake Shack sells, so I'm like, what the heck are these names? Like what? And I would like forget people's orders, so I had to like start printing out the receipts so I could make sure that I gave them everything. And even then, I think because like one of the first orders that I took, I forgot that they had ordered fries, so I was like, I gave them their burgers. I think they ordered like either drinks or like milkshake, and I was like, okay, and they were still waiting. So I was like, after like a few minutes, I was like, are you guys still waiting for something? And they were like, yeah, we ordered fries. And I'm like, oh, let me grab them for you real quick. And so because I think that was the reason why I started printing out the receipts, because I would like forget their orders. So I'm like, let me do that. And then they didn't tell us how this system worked, like where we had to grab the stuff, they would have to like tell people. And usually after probably like 10 minutes, like, cause like the first 10 minutes I was like stressing out, like where do I grab the stuff? And the thing is, like, I'm the type of person who works by themselves. Like when I talk to like people, my voice is very low. Like my voice is super, super low, where like I feel like I have to scream for them to hear me. So imagine working at a food industry where it's like fast paced, at least in Shake Shack, where it's fast paced, and I have to tell people what I need. So, because sometimes, okay, let me explain real quick like how the system, at least in that Shake Shack. So it was like I have to take the order, and then they have 3 sections, right? So one of them has like the single, double, like just like the regular burgers, I guess, and then double patties and the what's it called, the Smoke Shack burger, and they also have like the double patty, and then they have the hot dog. And then in the middle station they have the fries, they have the chicken sandwich or chicken burger, and they have the shroom burger. And then all the way towards the end, they had like other stuff. I don't even know what they were, but I barely went there. I don't even think I went there, to be honest. And so I don't even remember like the family thing. And so when I was so that was really like the system, and I had to kind of like figure it out along the way. So every time I would like see my friend, I was like, I hate you, like why did you make me come here? Like no, I hate this job. And then because I started getting used to it, and honestly I also saw my tips, so I was like, I didn't really care. Like I would do my job, like I always have a good work ethic, but I was not stressing out whether like I would make a mistake or not, because at the end of the day, like first of all, like management was really bad, and second of all, like people were not leaving tip, so I was not gonna stress out. I'm like, everybody, like, come here, so I could grab your order. Like no, I like, again, work ethic, so I would do it as efficiently as I can, especially with the knowledge that I had, because having to figure out. And then they were like, at some point they were like, no hot dogs, so it was a really long like stand, so just like they had 2 kitchens, so I had to go to the other stand to grab the hot dog and whatnot, and then I would like have to wait, and it was just like, this is like very, very, like, I feel like even like the kitchen people were working like really slow. Like I will see them like put the stuff, I'm like, yo, like you gotta do it quicker, like what the heck, do you need me to go back and do that for you? Like why are you working so slow? So yeah, I was really just trying not to stress out, and I always had like a good attitude. And then at some point in that shift, I was like, yo, I'm working at Shake Shack, that means I could get my free burger and I could get my milkshake, and this is literally what I've been wanting for such a long time. So and that's one of the reasons why I was also not stressing out, because I knew at the end of the day I was not gonna go back there anytime, like probably ever. And 2, I was gonna get my burger and a milkshake that I've been wanting. And again, like sometimes the universe doesn't tell you, or you just will never know how things are gonna happen. But if you could like visualizing. I mean, I wasn't visualizing, to be honest. I was just like thinking like I want a burger. I want a free milkshake, and I guess like I don't, because I didn't even act as if I already had it. Like it was literally just saying I want a burger and I want my milkshake. Like that was literally all I was saying. And every time I would be at the games, and when I got there, like one of the first things was when I noticed that we were right across from Shake Shack, like I want a burger and I want my milkshake. And that was really it. Like I did not like actively manifest of like visualizing or acting as if it's already like I'm already eating my burger. And so just to like really conclude the story, because I thought I was gonna make this shorter, but it's like 16 minutes. So pretty much like I was not stressing, and the shift kept going, and like the people were really nice at the end of the day. Like even though like just like management in the sense of like they didn't explain things properly, like they just like wanted us to figure it out, and I think it was like really bad. Like that's really bad because one, it's really bad leadership, and two, this is a fast-paced like stand. So me figuring it out is not helping with like people with the lines and whatnot. But that's just, they need better supervisors. But again, like I've never worked there, so I don't know how stressful that thing could be. So, but that's just like some advice, some feedback, because. But yeah, so just to wrap this up, pretty much I was like I saw like they started closing down, because again it was really slow. Like even though I would get customers, like it was still like pretty slow for everybody that was there. So and I think another confirmation too was that like the stand that I was, like a lot of people were coming towards me, and like one of the girl, like the supervisor, she wasn't telling me, she was like talking to somebody else, and she was like saying, yeah, it's so weird how everybody's coming like over here, but usually it's like another stand and whatnot. So for me that was kind of confirmation like the universe was trying to help me out and like either making tips or maybe actually getting experience for like this type of stuff. And yeah, but that was really interesting when I heard that. I'm like, a lot of people, abundance, yay. And I think that's another thing too, is like sometimes we think of abundance with just like money. At least for me, at least in that day, I was like, abundance, like money, we're gonna get money. But it was more of no, like actually you got a ride, and so you didn't have to be like 3 hours in the train. It was only an hour in the car, and then you didn't have to pay for a meal. You were able to work and like get food at the same time, so you were still getting paid for that, and you get to eat free. So like there was like that abundance, and then like friendships too, where like I was having a great time. Again, I cannot complain about like the day, because it honestly it was good. It was just that like stressful 10-20 minutes in Shake Shack, but that's it. Like honestly, I cannot complain. It was such a good day, and like I think I don't know if it's like correct or not, but definitely some sort of abundance, and definitely abundance in there. So just not the way that I was expecting it to be, but it was definitely abundance in there, and I'm super grateful that I'm able to see this. Like it didn't take me long, or I didn't like stress like, oh shit, like I didn't get money, like this is so frustrating, like how am I gonna like pay for my car? Like no, it was actually a lot of gratitude and a lot of like thank you universe, like thank you so much. So yeah, that was really exciting. It was really fun. I really enjoyed that day, which is so interesting. It's like how interesting a shift in perspective can really like change the like the shift in perspective, your attitude can really change how your days go. How your days go. So that was really nice. If there's anything you could take out from this like manifestation thing, is like with like little things, like one, maybe we don't have to like stress out about it too much, or like how it's gonna happen, and you also don't know when it's gonna happen, because I honestly did not expect to get Shake Shack at all. So that was really nice. And then two is that sometimes we get abundance in different ways. Like it's not always gonna be like money, like physical money. It could be in other things too. So that was like another thing I guess I also had to be reminded of, where it's not always money. So yeah, that's it. I'm already in minute 20, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here because I could just keep on talking and just keep on repeating the same thing as well. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Honestly, thank you for making I don't know if it's like thanks to you or thanks to me of making this video, because it really lifted my mood right now. Since yesterday I've been like not in the best mood, like I mentioned in the beginning. I've been kind of sad, so just making this video and like talking about my little manifestation story, it kind of like, it honestly makes me want to tear up, because it's those things that kind of like make your day. And sometimes I feel like days keep going, and it's like, man, like I really need to like enjoy my days and like be present, and also like remember those days, because days like this is like, we really need that. Sometimes we really need to like remember like the good things, and like sometimes things that we take for granted. So thank you, Andrea, and thank you for those who are listening, and I really, really appreciate it. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Have an amazing, beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.